Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping right here on my channel today. So I share tutorial videos and pattern drafting right here on my channel in case it's your first time of coming across my channel. So in today's tutorial, I'll be quickly sharing with you all how I made this beautiful kimono jacket to see right here. And I also use the bridal satin fabric as a combination on the border area and also on the sleeves. So without wasting much time, I'll just dive right into what we have for today. So like I said earlier, this is an Ankara piece I'm working with and also the bridal satin fabric I have with me. So here I'm working with the 2 yards of Ankara fabric, and you can actually work with more than 2 yards, but if you should work with 2 yards, you're going to achieve the same size I have, and all of this depends on your body size. So what I'm going to start off by doing now is to fold this my fabric into two, and I'm going to fold this from one border to the other. So while folding this, do ensure that you only have these two sides open. The top part of this fabric is going to be closed. So I went ahead to measure all what I have right here, and I'm going to make use of the full length of this fabric I have right here. So I folded this from the top, and you can see the top part folded, so I just have the two sides open. Okay, so that's how yours should be. Then I'll go ahead and fold this again for the second time. So folding this, the part facing me is closed, the only part which is open, that have openings, is the other side. So I'm just going to start now by inserting all my measurements right here. By dividing my shoulder of 14 inches into two, I went ahead to mark what I had got right there, which is 7 inches. So the next I'll mark is my neck width of 3 inches, and then the neck depth I'll be making use of here is 2 inches because we'll be drafting the front and the back at once. Then later on we can work on the neckline for the front. So I went ahead to create a curve here to give it a round neckline. Now from my shoulder, I'm going to decide how long I want my sleeve to be. So I went ahead to mark 11 inches, which will be for my sleeve length. So after that, from my shoulder again, from the top of my fabric, I went ahead to mark 10 inches. So this 10 inches is my bust point. Bust point is from your shoulder to your nipple, so I had 10 inches right there. So the next I'm going to do now is to move over to that my bust point again, and I'm going to divide my bust circumference by 4, which is 9 inches. I marked it right there, and I added extra 4 inches to this my dress. Okay, so after marking that, I'll move over to where my sleeve length stopped. I'm going to mark 9 inches right there. At that point, you can decide to mark 10 or more than, but I don't want the armhole area to be too open. That is why I marked that right there, because that part is automatically the armhole and also the sleeve length. So you can see how I went ahead to connect this using my curve rule, but you can use your free hand to do this. A curve rule is not really necessary so long as you can do this perfectly with your free hand. So I went ahead to mark what I got on my bust point all the way down to the full length of this fabric, as you see right here. So the next I'll do now is to cut out the neckline area. After that, I'll go ahead and cut out the sides of this dress or this jacket, and also trim the base of this dress as well. So while marking your sleeve length, please don't forget to add half of an inch, which is going to serve as your fold, or 1 inch or thereabout. So after cutting out all of this, I went ahead to spread this open for you all to see what I have. So I still have the front side and the back part together, but I'm just going to separate it right here. So separating this, you can see I have this circle neckline right here, and I'm going to fold this at the sides, making sure that the two sleeves meet each other. That's right sides facing each other. Okay, so I believe you understand what I did right here. So after folding this to the sides, I made sure that they aligned properly at the sides, at the sleeve area, at the base, and every other part as well. So just carefully do this and arrange just properly before you proceed with any other thing you're going to do right here. So after placing this in place, and this is perfect, the next I went ahead to do is to measure out about 3 inches. So I'm going to mark 3 inches from the folded edge of my fabric, and I'm going to mark 3 inches right there, and from my neckline I'm going to mark about 13 inches. So what I'm going to do is that from that 13 inches I'm going to mark like about 1 inch. So this 1 inch mark I'm going to make right here, I'll be connecting right now with my ruler from my neckline area to the 3 inches I marked all the way to the 1 inch I marked just beneath. That's my 13 inches, and from that point I'll mark 1 inch all the way to the ends of my fabric. I hope everything I did right here is clear enough and there is no confusion right here, right? So after marking this, I'll just simply go on ahead now to cut this out. So after cutting this out, I'm going to spread this open for you all to have a better view of what it looks like. So you will notice something, that at the shoulder area I didn't actually go on ahead to start joining the front and the back. So that's the essence of folding the way which I folded. Okay, so I'm going to spread out my sleeve and I'm going to measure what I have right there. So the whole of what I have right there on my sleeve is 18 1/4. Thereby I'm going to cut out a piece which I combined to this my dress of 18 1/4 inches long. Okay, so this is it right here, and the makings of this blue bridal satin, just like I've said earlier. And for the wideness I have 4 inches. So by the time I fold this into two, I'll be left with about 2 inches. Okay, so this is how I'm going to join this, by folding this into two, and I'm going to stitch this on top of my sleeve, right sides facing each other, just like this. Okay, so I'm just showing you how to stitch this. So before I stitch, you just simply go ahead and iron out this piece that will be used as a combination. So the next thing to also do is to cut out the border for the front part of this jacket. So I'm going to measure what I have all around from one end of this, from one part of this jacket through the neckline and to the other side. So what I have here was about 60 inches plus extra 25 inches. So I went ahead now to cut a very long piece, and at some point I had to join. If you watch properly, you see the part I joined. So after cutting this, I also added some extra inches just in case, and for the wideness I had 6 inches, meaning that when I fold this I'm going to be having about 3 inches. So how to join this to your jacket is that you fold this as like I said, and you're going to place it on the right side of your fabric this way, and you're going to stitch using about 1/2 inch. So please iron this out very well first before you go ahead to stitch this on your fabric, right? Yes, so I will do this now, and this is what it looks like, guys. So I went ahead to also fix this for the 2 sleeves and also for the center piece of my front dress. So the next thing I'm going to do is to arrange this my jacket properly at the sides, making sure that the sides aligns properly, and I'll go ahead now and stitch all the way from the sleeve down to the full length of this my jacket using just 1/2 inch. So also don't forget to hem the base of your jacket. So for me, I added extra inches using this combination of this bridal satin I had right here to make mine a bit longer. But if you don't want to do that, it's totally up to you. But after everything, guys, this is what I ended up with. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate. And if you've come this far watching me and you found this tutorial helpful, please, I urge you to subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload new interesting sewing tutorial videos. Okay, so thank you all so much, and you can also go on ahead to fix a pocket to yours. See you next time on this same channel. Have a very good day.